Hello and welcome to Finocon, the open source correspondence banking management platform. You can download it and run it for free if you are a bank. In this tour, you will see all the features of the Finocon correspondence banking management platform. Finocon allows you to keep track of your connections and see your risk rating immediately so that you can respond quickly to changes on regulations or actual circumstances changes. So let's log in and start. After the login, you will be redirected to the dashboard, where you will have a quick visual overview of your correspondent banking connections and your actual rating. The first pie charts focus on the country, connection type and type of business risks. These are the most important for your overall risk management. Below, you will find the amount of connections and the calculated risk ratings of your bank regarding the connections you have made. Below, you will find your connections and a quick visual rating. The different types of ratings are color-coded and give you a fast impression about your single connection. Also on the dashboard, you have the open CDBD-Q to-dos, filling out your own CDBD-Q for the bank and or the individual branches indicated by its SWIFT code. Additionally, you will see the connections with the not filled out CDBD-Q. The button on the right allows you to jump direct to the corresponding CDBD-Q. Let's jump to our own CDBD-Q from here. We come back later to the other menu options. Within the CDBD-Q edit area, we see the percentages of the CDBD-Q. In case we have branches, they will be listed below. For the main CDBD-Q at the top, you can always download the PDF and jump right into the edit mode. If you mark within the CDBD-Q that a section differs from the main CDBD-Q, then the corresponding branch will be listed below and you can edit the section for the branch. While you are working on the CDBD-Q, the other users, if you allow access to them, can download your CDBD-Q with the last saved version. To create a version snapshot, just click on the Save button at the top. You can also download the SWIFT specific CDBD-Q. Let's take a look in the edit mode for this branch. You notice that the information is not editable. Some of the information is pulled from the bank detail information itself, so you need to edit it there. The other fields are also not editable now because we did not declare within the main CDBD-Q that this section differs from the main CDBD-Q information. Let's change this. Assume we need to apply different information for this section, so we need to open the main CDBD-Q and scroll down for the last questions. Each section has the question to add branches that differs. This will allow you to change the information on the branch CDBD-Q. We set this now to No, so that we can choose one or more branches that differs. Only branches that differs will be displayed in the CDBD-Q main area so that you can edit it accordingly. I reopened the branch CDBD-Q and now the fields in this section are editable. This prevents us from unnecessary work and speed up the process. The fields will have the information of the main CDBD-Q as default. Locked field have the padlock icon as an indicator. Also missing information will be marked with the red notation. Filled out ones are marked with the green checkboxes, so it's easy to identify the fields where you need to work on. Optional fields have no markers. Let's jump directly to the bank details from here. On the bank detail page, you see the main bank information and the rating for the bank, including the branches. The branches are listed with their SWIFT codes and countries. You can search for name, code or country within the table. Click on the plus symbol to open a peek preview about a connection. In case you are connected to it, it will display the connection information. In this case, it's our own branch, so no filled out connection information. You can add and edit from here also contacts for this bank. The contact can be Swift related and can have also a role. This makes it easy for you to search for a contact. The contacts for other banks need to accept the registration. They will receive an email to confirm the email address. This protects the system from false emails. You can use the emails to send CDBDQ requests to them if needed. If files are added to the bank, they will be listed here. Files can be added within the Files menu on the top. The bank detail is listing also files that are branch related. The branch detail view will list only the own files. Click on the plus symbol to inspect the file details. If you decide to allow other banks to have users with you, they will only see the files you allow them to see. More about this feature later. And at the end, you will have again the possibility to access the CDBDQ. For faster work process, we added direct access to some areas where we thought it might be very useful. Okay, let's discover the menu. Click on the Banks menu to see all the available banks in the system. You can search for a bank code, country or bank name. The list in the table will be filtered. The search word is stored, so you can come back later again and pick up the work from your last step. Search for the Südwest Bank to see another feature. We have a connection to it, and this is indicated by the green link symbol. Click on the button to jump directly to the bank detail view. Here you can see the two branches. We have already a connection to one of the branch. We could create a connection from here with the other branch. By clicking on the Connect button, a pop-up appears so that we can edit the connection. You can choose the connection type, the global business types, or if you add your own business types, then you can choose also them. The information entered here will have an impact on the risk calculation. Of course, you can adjust the risk ratings for each element. More about this later when I show you the rating menu. We have the banks and also the branches listed by their Swift codes. You decide which search is more convenient for your case. Click on the big Swift menu to access the list of all branches within the system. The search is the same like the one for banks. The Detail button will lead to the branch detail view directly. Let's click on the first entry without a connection. The detail view of the branch differs a bit from the bank details. Click on the bank detail to reach the bank detail view. Right below the branch name, you see an indicator about the connection status. Click on the connection button to establish the connection. Right below, you see the branch information and the risk rating of this branch and connection. If the connection is created, the right information is marked accordingly. Let's see this with a connected branch. Click on the connections. The table contains established connections. Click on the switch to display the archived connections. These connections are disconnected, indicated also by the red broken link symbol, which will be displayed also in the Swift table. You can always reconnect them. Inspect now the details of a connected branch. From here, you can disconnect or edit the connection. The connection values are used for the risk rating and calculated immediately after storing the information. Check out the actual business scope rating. It is now 16. Editing the connection and the value is updated live. From here, we can also jump to the CDBDQ of this branch. In this case, we requested a branch to fill out the CDBDQ. An email is sent to a contact added to the branch. We see the details about the request. The request can be deleted. As long as a request is active, we cannot edit the CDBDQ by ourselves to prevent issues with the data. You can send a friendly reminder to the recipient. The mask offers you already a text. You can override it with your own. The preview option gives you the whole email that will be sent out. Each email will be tracked. The same for the link within the email. If the recipient clicks on the link, you will have the entry here. You cannot edit the CDBDQ for now, but you can download the latest version of it and also view the entered information. To be able to edit the CDBDQ, just delete the active CDBDQ request. You can always request a branch contact to fill out the CDBDQ online. They can also download the CDBDQ for themselves, which could be an argument, workload reduction. Each answer has a rating behind it. So each entered information will adjust the risk rating right after the information is added. The questions are separated in sections. The section name has the percentage of how much information is entered. This makes it easy for you to finish the CDBDQ. Some questions have follow-up questions, like in section 5, the question number 42. If you choose US standard, the additional information is needed. You are guided through the questionnaire, which reduce errors and speed up the process. All the entered information is executed without delay. No overnight background job is needed. This keeps you ahead of the impact of changes. So you see the impact immediately, which is made to reduce risk and speed up risk management processes. Now over to the users. The chances are high you have coworkers. In the user area you can add, delete and edit users. Users need to activate their account by the provided link in the welcome email. This prevents you from wrong entered email addresses. Nothing special here, basic user management. If you want to use Finocon to store and provide files, go to the Files area. Click on the Files menu. You have 3 file access types: private, just for your bank; public, to all Finocon users; you add it as contacts to branches; and only available for connected banks. The public and the connected bank files can be accessed by contacts that you added to the system. The self-registration option can be deactivated, which could make sense for your solution. Anyway, the self-registration will not allow access as long as a Finocon administrator, meaning you as the main user in a self-hosted environment, is not confirming the account. Click on the plus symbol to inspect the file details. To add the file, click on the button at the top. You can associate the file to one of your branches if needed. Apply a category to make it easier to understand what this document is and choose the access type. This can be always changed later. Now the profile area of the bank. The top area gives you the same rating details like on the dashboard. The following part allows you to change the bank details. This information is shown also on the CDBDQ. The next part contains your bank contacts. Entering them here are not creating Finocon user accounts directly, but they can be used later if needed to grant access to the system too. If you grant other banks access to your platform, these contacts are listed to your branches, which allows an easy way to collaborate with them. Even if you choose to not grant access to other banks, adding the contacts here could be very helpful in case you have many branches. Your branches are listed below. The details of a branch can be edited within the branch detail view. And now the ratings. They are the heart of the rating system behind Finocon. You can access the rating values for countries, your own business types, global business types, and the CDBDQ questions. First, the country rating. You can download the rating list as a CSV file and re-upload it once you made the changes. Of course, you can edit the countries also directly from here. Change the number or click on the up and down arrow and then hit the OK button to save the new value. The ratings are immediately updated. In case you need your own business types, add them here. Apply a name, rating value, and a weight for the calculation. Once added, you can use them on the connection to determine the risk rating. We added basic business types already and also a rating. But you can override the rating and wait for the risk calculation. Click on Edit, change the values, and hit on Save to apply them. The important part is the CDBDQ risk rating. You can add a rating and wait for all the answers. You can search for an answer and adjust the rating. That's it. We invest a lot of work implementing this solution for correspondence banking management to make your life easier with your banking relationships. The code is open source and free to use for banks only. Request a full demo, or even better, go to the download area and request your own copy of it. My name is Sazon Nikolov. Thank you for interest in Finocon. For questions, fill out the contact form or write us an email to support@finocon.com. Have a great day.